What's going on, guys? It's Jeff. We're back here over on some more Battlefield 6. Sorry to the people that were looking forward to the Arc Raider stuff, but they just pushed an update out for Battlefield 6 where they finally made some adjustments to those challenges that were giving us issues from the very first day. Go over here, look over at our challenges. This has been tracked from the very beginning, and now that used to say 6,000, it is now 1,000. Also, I don't recognize this other Thunder skin thing, but okay. I don't know if that's new or if that just wasn't displayed before or what, but so I finished out all of these initiation things at the start, and then when the BR came out, they added these over to initiation, so it's no longer checked. I checked off all of the weapons in the game that I can unlock through all of this, and then over here, class. 7 of 8. This was the only one that I couldn't get. You can see some of the weapons that I already have done. I've been slacking the past few days because of Arc Raiders, but you can see here that it says all of these are elite, but my engineer one is not elite. If I look at assault, it's completely done. If I look at engineer, it's not done. Support, it is done, and recon, it is done. But for some reason, it's still counting as an elite badge, but of course, I still need to finish it whether it's displaying that way or not. I have 85 total badges. I'm sure some people have had more than that, but apparently this is a decently high amount. People have been asking about like what that even means. I guess that means total badges. And you get, what, 5 badges per singular item? I don't even know how many total badges there are. This is 62 total for, like, just the reds, but 62, 62, 62, 62 across the board. You're saying all these numbers add up to 85? Okay, am I stupid? I think I did the math, and it's off. I did 28, 16, 14, 12, plus 12, but that adds up to 82, not 85. I don't know, whatever. Regardless, they fixed this challenge, so I'm gonna go and do this challenge. I said the day they ended up fixing this challenge, I will be on the game, and I'm gonna complete that. I spent days, I'm not joking, days trying to complete this challenge. It was miserable.
Positions are ready to engage. Let's move.
I just unlocked a million different challenges. Okay, there's no vehicle on this map. I might just back out, actually. The play here is to just do the same thing I did in those other videos, but this time it should absolutely work. They had that amount at 6,000. I thought to myself, maybe it is possible. And I have seen two different gameplays of people doing it absolutely legitimately. No glitches in the back, no helping with your boys, no portal stuff. People that have actually managed to do it. Both of them were both in Conquest, and everybody's engineer. Interesting. Pairing? Perfect. They're doing damage to it. I got 56 damage. Now, these guys are stealing my progress from me, but it's whatever. I should be able to hit 1,000 at least. Although we only have 70 people left, so unless we do this in time, I might not get 1,000 actually. Yeah, I think this guy Ruby is realizing that. 118, honestly, huge damage. Big heals. Dude, I completed so many quests last night over on Arc Raiders. A mixture of killing people and just talking to people. It really depends what I'm doing. If I'm going for quests, I'm not really trying to fight. It's not so much that it's the mode or the game in general that has you PvPing or PvE. To me, it seems like the PvE and PvP, at least in my brain, it feels like it's more location-based than anything. If you're somebody that's out there killing, like, I don't know, farmers, people looking for lemons and apricots for their chicken, you're just a bad person. Just shooting people that just are completely defenseless or not even trying to kill you. But if they're in, like, a looting area where, like, it's a red area, like, of course I'm gonna sit there and shoot. We're all here for the same reason. We're trying to get loot. I'm not trying to sit there and kill people and steal their quest items. I'm done with that quest. The one thing I really like about, I know this isn't an Arc Raiders video, but that's all I've been playing, so, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. The great thing about Arc Raiders is that you don't know when it's going to be a PvP or PvE situation unless you decide for yourself immediately. And really the only one that you can decide for yourself is, am I going to make this a PvP fight or not? And if you're somebody that chooses to just shoot first, you can make the game really simple for yourself. But it's the fact that in Arc Raiders, you are not encouraged, like through challenges or through quests or anything like that, the stuff that everyone is doing, none of those missions are encouraging you to go and kill other raiders. Every single time someone is PvPing, it is by choice. It's something that, like, socially the game is putting on us, and it's all up to us how we react. Whereas in other games, even if it's like a PvPvE kind of thing, usually you are still influenced and given some kind of incentive to go and kill other players. But in Arc Raiders, it doesn't necessarily push you to do that. Why am I completing so many assignments right at the start? I hope that doesn't happen every single time I play. Like, of course, you could kill somebody and take all of their stuff, but there's nothing in the game that tells you to go and do it. I have genuinely never, ever played a game like Arc Raiders before. It doesn't feel like anything is imposed on me by the devs. It's imposed on me by the other players, the player base itself. Okay, there's no tank here. I'm just gonna back out. If you look right here, restored vehicle health, I did 3.4 in a life before. So I could easily go and get the 1,000. 6,000 was very out of reach, possible, but very out of reach, and I had given up because clearly they didn't test that shit themselves. I would understand if that elite challenge was like on the same level as the other elite challenges, or if the other ones were brought up to that point. Like, damn, all these elite challenges are just disgusting. But no, it's almost specifically only that one. The sniper rifle one, it's longer, but it's not like mathematically insanely difficult. It just takes a long time, that's all. Preparing some more, all the way up to 1,000. Dude, playing Battlefield over on PC is making me so comfortable on every other game too. There's like this small feeling whenever you're a controller player where you just worry that the next game that you play on controller just doesn't have a million different issues on controller, or if it feels weird and sluggish or whatever. But over on mouse and keyboard, ever since I started playing it over on Battlefield, now don't get me wrong, Battlefield mouse and keyboard input definitely has a lot of issues. Don't worry, I'm not gonna do an entire breakdown on the mouse and keyboard being broken. It does have some like weird issues, but everything transfers over like pretty perfectly with the sensitivity between games. I immediately felt comfortable over on Arc Raiders. I didn't even think about using controller over on Arc Raiders. I feel like this might end up being the case for a lot of the games moving forward, all because of Battlefield being such a smooth experience for like a first-time mouse and keyboard player. It's such a casual, chill game, lots of different ways. Huge progress, 509 already. Now imagine I had to get to 6,000. Do you know how ridiculous that is? I'm gonna be able to finish this in the first sector of this map. I had to get a guaranteed 40-minute long down to the wire conquest thing where the people in the tank or chopper, you couldn't do it in the chopper though because everybody's just abusing the missile lock bullshit. So you had to do it on a tank. Then the tanks don't even bother to like drive defensively for their engineers or anything. I'm getting pushed through the map. Please keep on healing. It's gotta be soon. I'm gonna have 1,000 soon. 759. Please don't blow up. Stay up! Keep on shooting rockets. Yeah, this is what I need. If somebody could play like this the entire time, throughout an entire 40-minute conquest, then I could potentially hit 6,000. My best attempt, again, was 3.4K. I still had to basically double what I did. $1,000. And there it is. Finally, I get the legitimate elite badge for this class. One of my most played classes at the moment. There it is. Upgraded. Engineer badge. Now, I'm curious if that changes at all visually after this game. Not to mention that sometimes the tracking just straight up didn't work. I have all my videos on this stuff, and anybody that's ever tried themselves, they get it. This challenge was bullshit. I'm happy they changed it. I can't believe it. They reduced it from 6,000 to 1,000 though. I feel like they definitely overreacted in terms of some of the challenges, but also the way that the challenges were so fucked up, it started pushing people towards Portal because that was like the most efficient way to do it because of how ridiculous the challenges were. I completely understand why people were going in Portal. To be fair though, I think a lot of people would still go in the Portal regardless, just to be like completely stress-free. But now the challenge is complete, I'm just gonna back out, go back to the badges. Wait. Didn't it say 85 before? Wait, but this still says 12. I mean, visual, I don't know what I expected it to look like, but it looks the same. But it is complete now, so all of them look the same with the 6 here in the middle. So all the classes are finally elite. This would have literally been done weeks ago. One thing that's super weird about Battlefield is that, like, EA, they said that, like, the patch came out, but then what was in the patch? Because I swear that we got these patch notes, like, a week ago or whatever, and they just now fixed it? I'm so confused. Did that patch fix it, or did that patch not even happen in season? I'm so confused. So it's this outfit right here. I mean, it's not that bad. I don't really fuck with it though. And then I assume the other one is on the other faction. Did I miss it somehow? Oh, I did miss it. It's this one right here. Right, because all of them have the orange stripes and stuff on it. I like this one though. The hoodie, I'm always gonna take the hoodies. Anything that's like flowy, hoodie, cowl, scarf, I don't give a fuck. Anything that's like flowing, I'm down. They ended up fixing these challenges, so if you're a person that was stuck on those challenges, they have made a lot of these challenges significantly easier. I didn't even break a sweat. There was no stress or anything doing that. All I needed to do was find a tank that was just sitting there, and I just sat behind it for 5 minutes or so. I don't know if EA can do a better job of describing what is and isn't in their patches, because maybe they did say that it wasn't going to be in that patch. I don't know. I'm so confused. Why is it in the patch notes if it's not in that patch? It's kind of confusing. I don't really understand like the patching and stuff from them. It's also, I mean, I know they got a lot of stuff on their radar. It hasn't been that long. There are quite a few things that are still wrong with the game that they seem to be kind of like weirdly either taking long to do, or they say that they fixed it and then it's not in that certain patch and then it comes out. I don't know. Anyway, let me know down in the comment section what you guys think. And yeah, it's been Jev, guys. Later.